Hi, and welcome to today's recording of the MarketerM8 Workshop for websites and funnels. Today we'll be looking at the new AI Studio, which is new in HighLevel. So we'll make a start when everyone's arrived. Okay, so we're in my HighLevel account now, where I've got some stuff, so I can show you actual stuff. So first of all, we'll start by looking at the funnels. Okay, so the area we're focused on HighLevel today is if you're using the traditional HighLevel view, it looks like this. Yeah. So today we're looking at sites. And in sites here, the main area is going to be looking at funnels and websites. Okay. So the first thing is there's always confusion. What's the difference between a funnel and a website? Okay. And to be honest, the answer is not much. It's more to do about how you view it as the administrator than what the end user sees. The end users see a web page at the end of the day. So the difference really here pertains to us, the administrator, rather than an end user. But to make it simple for you, we'll start on websites, okay? So here's websites, and you see here you can build with AI now, and you can also create you can create a blank one to start you off, or use one of the templates, okay? So for ease of use, we'll start with a template today. And obviously, there must be thousands of templates here. So depending on what, if you're an accountant, let's look for an accountancy one. Oh, crikey. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe you guys thinking of the right terms, maybe financial. So financial consultant, maybe. You might go through here and you find a template. Now, you're not looking for a template that's got finished images and logos here. You're looking for the general style that appeals to you. So let's say we like that one. We could preview it like that. But it shows a chip consultant. But anyway, yeah, if I choose that template, it's going to add that template website to my HighLevel account. And you can have as many websites as you want on the system. And you can link it through HighLevel to different website domains. So you got, unlike Wix and things, you've got unrestricted number of websites you can have. I'm just pulling that template in now. Okay, so you see straight away we've got Ask AI. So AI is obviously becoming more and more prevalent for HighLevel, and it'd help you to troubleshoot, to make amends to the website there. But if I go back now, you'll see so it gives you the website. Now if I go back, I'll show you the main difference between a website and a funnel here now. So that's called Trip Consultant, its website. So if you go back to our main menu of websites, you should see one called Trip Consultant. Well, you're right at the very end here. Trip Consultant. Okay. So when you go into the actual, you see all these are various tests I've been doing over time. You click on Trip Consultant. It's created four pages of website. So it gives me a starting point. Okay. And this is where I see the biggest difference between a funnel and a website, as you'll see later on. The website gives you all these thumbnails. Okay. Now I've got one website I'll show you later where I've got 70 pages on there. So imagine I had 70 thumbnails to scroll through to try and find the page I want. Yeah, it's a massive scrolling job. Whereas in a funnel, I don't get that. I just get a name of each page. So that's really the only difference, to be honest. But here I've got this Trip Consultant, so I can go into every page and edit it and make it my own. And we'll show you how later on we can use the AI Studio now to build complete websites for us. And we'll show you the advantages and disadvantages of doing that. So, so here you can see we've got the web page. And this is exactly the same whether you're working in a funnel or a website. Yeah. Each page is built up of sections. So if you hover over here, you'll see the green is when I find it, the green there is a section. Okay. So the way this page is constructed It's like those nested Russian dolls, yeah. So this is the outer layer. Or is it the outer layer? But this is the main holding block. And then within a section, you'll have rows. And then within the rows, you'll have individual elements like text, images, forms, etc. So the sections are in green. The rows you'll see are in purple. And then within there, you've got the elements. This is a navigation element. Okay, so when I click on that, you'll see I get my menu here. So as you're clicking through each section, there's a row or column in a row. And when I click on there like that, you'll see I get the various navigations required to edit that section. As you work down the page here, you'll see we've got different sections you see here. I click on the section. I've got all my section controls. Yeah. And then within there, I've got the rows. You see that there's the, let me find it. Let's see that's a row. And then within a row, I'll have columns. And then within a column, I've got elements. So that's the name, that's the text, emails, forms, etc. that build up the website. So it's like a matrix. The main container is a section. Then you've got the rows. Within the rows, you've got columns. And sitting in the columns is the elements that you that's what you visually see. So does that make sense so far?
Yeah. Sorry, what colour's the columns?
So if you look, so again, I'll go through again. So a section is in green.
Yeah.
Yep. Then you go down to the row, which is sorry, the row is blue. You see, sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. There you go.
Oh,
The
the
row
row
is
is
in
blue.
blue.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I go into within the row, I get the lilac is the column.
Which is purple.
Like, yeah, purpley lilac color. And then within the column, you've got the elements, which are orange.
Gotcha. Okay,
And
that's
it's the
clear.
elements that you ultimately see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got it.
But
And
if it won't fit in, it won't let you, will it? Like if I was trying to put a column somewhere where it can't fit, it wouldn't allow me, would it?
exactly. Yeah. It's a bit of
Okay,
trial
yeah.
and error. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. So all what I'm showing you here pertains to both websites and funnels. Okay. Now, the other thing when you're building these websites, and we often forget, don't we, Atticus, here, yeah? When you're building websites a funnel, in addition, by default, we're looking at desktop view. Yeah, desktop. That's a desktop view. Yeah, you see it there. Yeah. At the same time, though, we're also creating the mobile version. Yeah. And this is where things can get a little bit tricky unless you're aware of what's happening. Okay. So the way I like to work now with a bit with practice is first when you're building a web page or a funnel page, yeah, always work on your desktop version first. Yeah. And as I mentioned before, group sections, group everything into sections of green. So host everything within green sections. See, that's one green section on this page. Down here, that's another green section. And down here, that's a set. So these are all different sections that contain the rows, the columns, and the elements. Okay. So as long as your desktop version is organized in sections, it makes it super easy for what we're going to look at next. Because then when we're happy with that site, we want to look at the mobile version. Okay. So if you look at every element, so I'm going to cover all this top section here. Yeah, click on that. And you see here we go to styles. Yeah, at the moment, this whole section with all the rows, columns, and elements is visible on both the desktop and the mobile. Okay. But sometimes you'll find that the image isn't right or the spacing's not right on the mobile version. Okay, so the best plan of action there is when you finish with your when you're happy with your desktop version, hover over this one here like that, click on that, and then what I would do is duplicate it. You can duplicate the whole section. So it can be tricky sometimes. Let me find it. I'm just going to play awkward today. Hang on. Oh, why can't I get it? Well, I'm trying to pick.
Yeah, hover over the green and select it. Make sure to go to it easily.
Good point, Asgus. Thank you very much. Yeah. So select it.
Still not having it now. All right, just go to a different bit of the page then.
I want to show you that one. Oh, right. So it's faffing about for me today, this one. Let me try this one down. So it should be as easy as that. Yeah. So I duplicate that whole section now. So see here, I've got 2 sections. That's the second one. That's the first one. Yeah. So then what I would do, I click on this one, and I would hide it from the mobile version, like that. And this second version, I would hide from the desktop version, or whichever road I've got there. Yep. Have I done that right? I think so. Yeah, but so then I've got 2 standalone separate sections, and then I can go to the mobile version and confidently change this section here. If I click on here, this is only visible in the mobile version, so I can change that, change the images, change everything, and it won't affect the desktop version. Yeah. In addition, I mean, if you want to, in addition, you can hide individual elements, right down to individual elements. But I tell you what, it gets super confusing later on, because you'll see it on the desktop version, and it gets really confusing if you. So I prefer just to work at the individual sections. So it's a completely separate page for the desktop as to the mobile. Is that clear, guys? Yeah. So me personally, I just visually, the mobile version is different based on sections, and then everything on that section down to rows, columns, and elements is bespoke, is specific to the mobile version and desktop version. And I don't get my knickers in a twist trying to work out why is this section visible and not on the other one. It gets really confusing. Okay.
Oh, your template's got a spelling mistake.
Okay.
Typo.
Well, that's just one I pulled in a minute ago. Yeah. So so that's how you basically edit the pages. And then obviously now you can use AI to help you make changes. There. Okay. We can also, yeah, so that's one way of creating websites and templates from or websites and funnels from templates. We've also got, I go back in, yeah. So to create want to create another template. So I can start with a blank canvas or a template like we saw. We can also build with AI.
Just jumping in here, if you're enjoying the workshop so far and want to work with us on your high level system, there's a link below where you can sign up to MarketerM8 for free for 30 days and we'll get you onboarded and started. We look forward to speaking soon.
Am I right in thinking you can copy another domain and then post it in to get a similar mock-up?
Yeah. So you can, if you generate with AI, you can say, look at this website and give me inspiration.
Yeah.
Look at this website. Look at these 2 websites. You see, generate with AI like that. So if you generate it this way, it's gonna create you a website with all the sections, rows, columns, and elements. Yeah. It's not gonna, why is it not playing there? It should do that. I don't know why mine's not working there today. So that will create you a website with all the structure, which you can go and edit later on, which is different to the Agent Studio we'll look at in a minute. Okay, so that they can create it there. To be honest, the results I've got with doing that have been not the best, shall we say. I can show you a funnel page I created with AI over the weekend, but then I spent half a day making it good. So the AI versions I'm finding aren't quite there yet for this. My experience. So you can create the website by AI as well there. So that's the website side of things. Does that make sense so far, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep. Okay. So looking at another way of creating websites is using funnels. Okay. I'll try. So the building the pages is exactly the same. Yeah. So I can create a new funnel here. Again, you can start with a blank one if you want to start, be brave and start with a blank one. We've got the AI builder. Yeah, and I'll show you what I created with AI in a minute. We got, again, just like the websites, we've got templates. So I'll just pull in one of these. You can do searches to find the ideal one for you. But say I wanted to use this one here, I'd choose that one. It adds a template. And I'll show you the differences now between a funnel and a website. So I've created this funnel here, that it's called. Yeah. So again, you see it's exactly the same page builder as you saw before, exactly the same. Yep. You go back. This is as far as I can see the only difference here. These are all the pages. So if I call that a home page and that a thank you page and that, you know, it's just different ways of looking at the navigation really. There's no thumbnails. Let's say I show you one of my websites and it's got 70 pages and it's just 70 in the folder rather than scrolling endlessly through thumbnails. That's the only difference really. I'm going to edit the page. And again, it looks exactly like a website. You've got these sections, rows, columns, and elements. You edit them exactly the same way. Yeah. Again, you got the mobile version. Yeah. Going into the actual elements now. So you see here, we got here. If I click on there, it tells me the element in there is an image. And here's all my settings for the image. So I can swap out the image. One of mine, maybe a logo like that. Yeah, just swap the logo out. Want to make it a bit bigger, I just change that to say 400. Yep. I want to change the background color there to black. I see here I've got all my settings here. Background color. I can change that to black like that. Oops. Change it. Change it to black. So that's the element section changed to black. Background. If I hover over here like that, this is the row, the background for the row now. Again, you see that background is default to blank, but again, I can change that to whatever color I want. I might decide I want that red like that. This is sort of working in layers. You see that one? So the background for the element is overlaying the background for the row, and then if I go also and then I've got a global setting there. I can change. So it's just playing with the different backgrounds. That was background color. Hang on. I've got things hovering over it. Like that. You see the background color. If I change the background on this whole section, so I'm in a section mode now, I can change the background to a different color, like maybe let's change it to say lilac. Yep. And so when you're in each section, it's just a case of editing that particular section. I want to add a gradient in there.
Looks quite easy to play around with, isn't it? And
Yeah. Once
trial and
you get
error.
a wet, you see how that's not a bad idea, is it? That you see, because you can see all the different elements there. You see them all nested on top of each other there.
Yeah, and obviously that top one, that global element, really handy for your navigations or if you've got testimonials. Say if you're having to edit your testimonials on every page, edit it in one place and that'll go across the whole funnel.
Good point. Yeah, you see the bottom corner. It says it's down here. You'll see it says global. So that changes on every page. That's a global setting. So like as I say, you put your navigation in there, and to put navigation there is as simple as click on the element, or click on the section rather, like that.
Sorry, so that header you just made, the MarketerM8, is on every single page regardless.
Yeah, because it's a global setting here. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I get you.
It'd be the same with the footer as well. If you look here, that'd be normally that comes in as default when you create these things from a template. You see here, so here it's asking here it had embedded a calendar. So if you click on this, if I delete that first now, I'll add a new element here. Click on add an element. I could put a headline in there. I could drop a form in there. Yep. A video in there, an image, or the calendar, pop a calendar in there like that. Put one of my calendars in there so it looks like that. Yeah, so it's just playing with it. And you start with a template. And I often start with a template, and it's a case of taking things away. I want to add in a section here. I can click on that, add another column in there. Why is it not doing it for me? Hang on. So I might decide it's going to be a 2-column like that. Yep, 2-column. And then within there, I might decide I'm going to put some testimonials. So where's the
You scroll past it.
there, go past it. Where is it?
Still waiting for
Testimonials.
Atticus to do one of these.
Put testimonials in there so that it pulls in from your reputation section. It'll pull your testimonials there. So you just build up your page like that. Is that okay, guys? Any questions? Is that simple enough? Yeah, I think with what we covered there, it's just a case of playing with these things and yeah, I'm gonna go with it. And always make sure you're saving, yeah. Let's save that like that and then publish. I can't publish it. I'll just see that's changing. It's telling me it's changing all the global settings for this page. I can't publish it yet unless I connect a domain to it. Again, in your URLs and redirects, you can set up your redirects there, your DNS settings. You can import, you can buy domain names in HighLevel now, or you can link it to your GoDaddy or whatever. Yeah, that's a whole other topic to go into, that one. Yeah, but I can preview it here and see what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's pretty handy. Yeah.
So Julian, when you create a page like that for somebody and they've got their own hosting, you have to give them certain files, don't you, to add to their DNS records?
Yeah. So this
How does it generate when you're doing a page like that? How do you generate those files to send to him to add to his DNS records?
Okay, so these websites are hosted in HighLevel. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to host it anywhere. What you're talking about there is they'll have a domain name somewhere else in GoDaddy or wherever.
Yeah.
They've got to link it to this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here you see, if you go to connect a domain,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got all these ones set up with DNS settings, so I can choose any of those. Yeah. So what you're asking is how would you get your client's domain name on there? Yeah.
Yeah. How do I tell him what to add to his DNS records?
Okay, so what you would do, again, it's a separate workshop, but we'll go quickly into that one.
Sorry, it was the one question I had actually for today.
Oh, yeah. So you go to your settings.
Yeah.
So we go to domains and URLs. We're in there already. We're going to connect the domain up. Okay, for the purpose of today, we'll look at websites here. Connect to website. We've got steve.com, whatever the website is. Could be a subdomain as well. So it might be page.steve.com. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get add menu. If you're using GoDaddy,
Cloudflare.
Cloudflare, if you're using Cloudflare, it'll automatically do it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ionos. If you got if you click on continue, and it picks up you're using Cloudflare, Ionos, or GoDaddy, it'll automatically just ask you to connect to those, log into Ionos or Cloudflare, and it'll set it up for you on the domain. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't got that, you would do it manually. And it's just asking you you just send your client.
Right. So I just send him those records. That's brilliant. Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Like he adds those on, then you'd have to come back here and click on verify when he's done that, and it should all connect up. Once you've done that, then when you go back to this site, it'll be an option to connect that domain to your website.
It's so easy to do, Steve. And it's quite quick. When I started hosting when I was about 14, that's my first business. You had to wait 24 to 48 hours for it all to connect up because it was so slow. Now it's instant.
They do say that,
if you
don't they?
made a mistake. Sorry?
They do say it takes up to 48 hours, but it never does it? It's
Yeah, it did back then. You had to wait for days. But now, if you make a mistake, you can just edit it, refresh, and it tells you if you've done it right or if you've done it wrong.
Yeah.
It tells you you can verify it, can't you?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So So a funnel, traditionally a funnel would be like a single page landing page. So you might have a get our free guide. Here's a video. Here's a form. That'd be a landing page, and then your next page in your funnel would be your thank you page. Yeah, that's as simple as a funnel gets. But as say a funnel here really, it's just a folder full of web pages. That's the way I think of it. Yeah. So I'll show you a couple I've been working on. So this is our main agency website here called MarketerM8. So again, I didn't build. You see here, there's about 70 pages in here, all doing different things. But it's just a way of I've just got to look at all these links here rather than scrolling through thumbnails all the time. Yeah.
Wow, I
You've got
didn't
to
realize that was a whole funnel.
Yeah, it's a whole funnel there. So if you look at it to be, it's a sort of hacking it a bit because behind the scenes, it's looking to go from this. Someone would go from this page to this page to this page. You see the little arrows there, but it can do that if you want, or just use it as a filing system to have 70 pages on. Yeah.
But 70 pages is good because it's still good for your SEO, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all in one. Exactly. Good point there, Jeremy. Yeah. So I click on here, go to home, and again, just like the web pages, we go into the page. Again, if you see here, so this is our actual website, so I'm not going to change anything here. But you see here, I've got I'm looking at desktop version straight away, and obviously then I've created those separate sections here, so I can independently edit what the actual mobile version looks like. Because sometimes on the desktop version, you've got extras. If you centered an image, yeah, you might have two spaces either side, which don't look right when it's on a mobile version. Yeah. So just to show you that website in real life and show some of the features you can add on.
Yeah, so what I've been describing this to a client to say, you know, we need a funnel because they've got this enormous website, which is like a massive product catalog, and
Yeah.
it doesn't get any traffic, it doesn't really do anything. And what they need to do is have a really driven system for chimney sweeps, you know, stove servicing, and sales. So I said, you know, we need to have a funnel, not a web page, because the funnel is sequential. So you take people from step to step to step, and there's no distractions. If you go to your web page right now, people are just going all over the place, and then they just leave the website.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll show you. I'll show you I'll show you another one in a minute. I'll show you when I was working on the weekend. Okay, with AI, Steve, in a minute.
Brilliant.
But also, Steve, you want to keep the website somewhere so that your AI, was it your AI chat, isn't it? Can scroll through it and get all your
Oh yeah,
answers.
no, they'll keep the website, but I'm
The
just saying
wealth,
we need a
yeah,
funnel to do this, to have a sequence for getting these bookings in.
Yeah,
and
that
make it
makes sense.
faster.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've got to make it fast.
yeah. So I'll show you quickly here some of the bells and whistles. So it's nice when you can see what we've got here. Yeah. So you see here, you can host all your videos in HighLevel. Yeah. So you don't need a Vimeo account. Yeah, or you don't need you don't need to embed YouTube videos. You can host it in HighLevel. Yeah. Book a discovery call. So it takes you to the calendars in HighLevel. Book a discovery call. Yeah, there. Yeah. You see here, we've got the chat widget here. Yeah. This is the version that'll actually talk to you. Yep. So like Jeremy was saying then, this is connected to the knowledge center, which is scraped to my other website as well. So it can answer questions. Yeah, and that's just we've got the free workshops here like we've done today. So again, as we talked about before, Jeremy, yeah, these are all custom values displaying these dates. And we should hopefully see again, if Lovable has done its job, that today's workshop, where are we? The websites and funnels, it's at 12 noon, Jeremy, updated to the next time we're running this workshop, 22nd of September. So it's automatically updated itself. Yeah, so we're doing that there. Any other bits to look at? Oh, yeah, we've also show you quite a new feature here. If you scroll to the bottom.
Julian and Lovable. Sorry.
We've got the video testimonials widget here, so we capture video testimonials.
Oh, people can leave them. Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't notice that.
Yeah, you can leave them there. Yeah.
Feel free to leave them whenever you want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, please. Yeah,
Yeah,
please do, Jeremy. Go on then, do that for us.
I'll be on it in a minute.
That's quite. And then again, when those videos are captured, you can download them from HighLevel as well in the reputation section. Yeah.
When you
So that
can
whole thing,
download them, can you get them back as high quality so you can use them elsewhere?
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
So that's quite neat, isn't it? So that's showing you the main features there. Yeah. Another thing we've been working on. This is a new feature I did the other day, Jeremy, with ChatGPT. Yeah. Click to calculate how much you can save on your tech stack. So again, it's another page in the funnel I added. And then, so you can put in how much you're using for how much it's costing you to use Keep, maybe £250.
Wow.
Yeah. And the calculator's now calculating how much you can save by switching to HighLevel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just built that in I've just built this code with it did take me about an hour with ChatGPT. Just chatted to ChatGPT to build me a calculator.
I'm nicking it.
And I even got it to I even got it to do the conversion. So that was just chatting to ChatGPT, create that calculator like that.
I did notice, I'm sorry to talk all over your video and everything. It might be handy on these to have a, a pound and dollar button so you can convert.
That's
I
what
know
it's
it's
doing here.
converting to dollars.
That's what it's doing here.
Ah, so did you
Yep.
listen to me? I think I did ask you
So it gives you your
because you know your
savings
other
there.
one you've got
Yeah.
your other
I've,
calculator.
I've got a new one, Jeremy. You might like this one. Check this one out here. Yeah. I did this at the weekend. HighLevel revenue calculator. This took me about half an hour to do, yeah. The code for this. Yeah. So how many leads do you get in a month? Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
current conversion rate? Yeah. What's your average customer value? Okay, improvement scenario. By including HighLevel and setting up HighLevel, a moderate is increasing your conversion rate by 50% on what you're doing currently. Yep. You got your monthly subscription to HighLevel, how much it costs you to set it up. And then it tells you, it gives you how much by deploying HighLevel, how much you can increase your revenue by.
Wow.
And it works out at estimated days to payback. In this case, it's 1 day.
Love it.
So I thought you'd like that one. That's, I'd say, half an hour job on the weekend to do that, to add that one there.
And you've done that in ChatGPT?
ChatGPT, yeah.
I've looked at the code, Steve, and ChatGPT puts it in so eloquently that it doesn't even tie up, your speed if someone's going to the website. Because normally I would use one that uses JavaScript, which
Yeah.
slows the loading down a bit. But the ones that ChatGPT does, clever. It's just clever.
But I'll show you how HighLevel can build these for us as well in the AI version. I'll show you that in a minute. Is that okay? So that's basically what we're doing here. You got the contact us page here. Okay, you see here, we've got the WhatsApp button here, so it's integrated to WhatsApp. Yeah. Contacts can even talk to you through WhatsApp now into HighLevel. Yeah. So
Can I
that's a
just
new.
comment on this really quickly? Sorry, you've got a font problem. The
Oh,
font
okay.
seems to be a bit, it's
You're right. It's switched out,
not your
hasn't it?
standard.
But thanks, Jeremy, for that bit of homework for me. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, you're right. It's changed there as well, hasn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, it's gone back to a default.
Yeah. So there's always the more websites you have, the more you've always got to fix. I find, and the more admin you get for yourself.
And then the
So.
more emails you get from me. Sorry.
Thanks. No, it's well spotted there, Jeremy. Thank you. I wouldn't have spotted that. Okay, coming back so that's where the website lives in HighLevel there, and these are just some of the pages you saw a minute ago. And you can do things like you can have countdown timers on here as well. Yeah. So you might be holding an event in 2 days' time. You put the dates in there. It'll count down on the web pages, even on your emails as well that go out. It'll count down when it reaches 0 time. You can swap the page out. So you might swap a sign up to the event page to a waiting list page at 0 hour, all that sort of thing. Very clever, actually. Yeah. So that's websites and funnels. Okay. One other area I wanted to show you because Steve picked up on this before with your chimney sweep client's got a big website, Steve. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we can also have WordPress in WordPress in HighLevel. Yeah. So in the HighLevel account, you've got unlimited funnels, unlimited websites, hosting. Get as many as you want. WordPress is slightly different. So you click on WordPress here, and you see here, my main website is in WordPress still. So this site is years old, built on WordPress. At Christmas time, I moved that website over into HighLevel, so it now lives in HighLevel hosting. Yeah, that's extra. It costs about $20 a month extra. Okay, so it's not included in your unlimited funnels and websites. You're gonna pay $20 a month for it, but it's bloody good hosting actually. My website's a lot faster. It's all in one place now. I don't have to have HostGator anymore. That was giving me trouble. Yeah. So if I click on, so you can have as many WordPress websites as you want here for clients, but you're going to be paying $20 for each one. Okay, that's the difference. If I go into the actual WordPress settings now, okay, a couple of things I like about the hosting here, which is included. You've got staging access. Okay, so if you want to update your WordPress website, you can create a copy of it now. Go and play with it all you like, making all your tweaks and changes, make sure everything's working, and then when you're ready, you can make that your live version of website. That's quite handy. Yeah, I didn't have that in my old package of hosting for that price. Yeah, you can also have backups as well. So the system is backing up every day. So it holds the last 30 days of backups automatically. Yeah, before in my WordPress hosting, I had to get Jetpack and things like that for the backup. It was a pain in the ass because it never seemed to work. But in HighLevel, it's just all working. Okay. So that's all that. If we go to info here, so here, but I can go to my WP admin just like you would do normally. Click on here, I can log into it, and you'll see WordPress just as you'd normally get it. And you'll see it's exactly the same as regular WordPress from that point on, but it's hosted in HighLevel now. Is that making sense? Yeah, and just a traditional WordPress from that point on. Okay, I'll show you that website quickly and show you one of the issues I've got right now, which I was on tech support to a minute ago. So this is the main website. Because it's hosted in HighLevel, I can display custom values from a HighLevel database on here. So this is the WordPress website now. You'll see here, these are custom values from HighLevel. HighLevel have broke something at the weekend, so instead of showing you the dates for all the workshops, it's erroring out at present to show the actual custom value. Yeah, so again, I'm on to tech support now. I was on to about 10 minutes before this call to see about fixing this. So I've got tech support guys onto that already. So this whole website is in WordPress still. It's about 20 years old. Like Steve mentioned, it's got all the SEO juice on it, you know, from all those years, and all the content on there. So the benefit of a WordPress website over the HighLevel one is, you know, you've got all the plugins, yeah. There's so much more customization you can do. You know, you can have a WordPress designer going in here and customizing
Changed the
everything for you.
design of it, haven't you, as well?
Sorry?
You've changed the design. It used to be a laptop at the top, didn't it?
Yeah, I was playing with that. I was playing with that the other day with I had ChatGPT come up with this. Yeah, I was playing
Oh,
about
I
with it the
prefer
other
the
day.
old one.
Yeah, you play for the old one. I know what you mean. I just
It was
thought,
recognizable.
yeah, that's not changed in about 10 years. That one. I thought I better change it about a bit.
Yeah, you have to keep changing. Yeah.
Since we last looked at this, I used to have a plain old it was awful looking menu here. Yeah, there's bugged me for a long time. I couldn't get any better. So I took what I had in there, went over to ChatGPT, and says, make me a nice little menu for WordPress. And it came up with this one I'm quite pleased with. Yeah. So just using WordPress in here, just using ChatGPT in here as we go through and tidy things up. Coming back to the web. So that's WordPress in there. Yeah, obviously, if you want to embed any forms on your website, you'd use a form, you'd build your form in here. Is that okay, guys? Now, the next thing I want to show you is a brand new feature. Just scroll down here. We've got AI Studio now.
Sorry, really quickly, back to if you're hosting your WordPress there, your email you set up like you would if you're setting up your company. you put your email address in and all that stuff.
Well, this is nothing to do with the emails, Jeremy. This is just the website. Yeah, just look at the
Yeah.
website today.
Okay.
Yeah. So the brand new feature, I think at the end of April, there is AI Studio. So this is brand new. This is like vibe coding now. If you've heard of vibe coding, we're talking more and more about.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
So I've got some clients that are raving about this for building websites. So we mentioned Lovable a few minutes ago. Lovable is a fantastic vibe coding tool. Yeah. Now, if you go to Lovable, what's all that down there? That's a new addition. Yeah. Lovable looks almost exactly the same. It's a pinky color though. Yeah. And Lovable, you can build web pages, you can build apps and all sorts. Which, to be honest, HighLevel isn't there yet. Yeah. So this will build websites for you and funnel pages. Okay. So if you build it this way, then you'll end up with a website. But to do any amends, you can't go to the sections, rows, and elements. Yeah. To do amends, you'd be doing it by chatting to it. Can you change the color to black and things like that? So you'd be chatting to it. So a lot of clients are loving that 'cause it's so simple. You just chat to it rather than having to understand what a section does and that. But yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to do that. I prefer to having something concrete. And when I have tested this, but like Steve said before, popping in here the URL of a website you like the look of, saying, "Oh, can you make me a version of this, please?" That sort of thing. You do that in here. Okay, when I've tried to do it, the results have been, and I think you're going to spend a lot of time tweaking it. Yeah. So eventually, say this is only a few weeks old, to be fair to HighLevel. So I can see this eventually becoming so like lovable what it can do, which is super powerful, which should be a separate workshop altogether. But at the moment, you could try it for simple websites and things. But as to a lot of these vibe coded solutions you'll come up with, it gives you that instant dopamine rush of, oh, look at this website I've created. Yeah. But I think I've heard it described as what you create is quite brittle. Yeah. So you create it today like fast fashion. Oh wow, look at that. But then over time, if you want to make tweaks to it, yeah, you might just make a tweak and it sort of breaks. Whereas if it's built in WordPress, you've got all the code there. If it's built in the template builders we've got, you've got something concrete rather than something that's built on the fly. Do you know what I mean? So just be wary of these things. It might be great for prototyping, things like that, giving the client a quick demonstration what it could look like. But just be wary of how far you can take this. Is that okay?
It will be good when it is more advanced and it can build you more, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, like
things like
Lovable,
Lovable does.
you create those little tools in Lovable, so
Yeah,
something that you'd have to hire a developer for years ago, just a year ago, cost you thousands of pounds. You can have it up and running in half an hour,
yeah.
yourself. Okay, so what I want to show you, I'll show you something else, a project I was working on the weekend, and so it's in the site. This is a funnel I created. So I went to the funnel and I had the AI funnel. I had the AI. Briefed the AI to create me. So not the studio. Yeah, the AI in the funnels build with AI. I briefed that to build me a page. Yeah, to build me a sort of micro site. It did that. Okay, so I've got a funnel. Yeah, I then spent the rest of Saturday making it my own. Yeah, so the AI created it, but to get how I wanted it, it took me another half a day. Yeah, of my time to finesse it. So I'll show you what that looks like. So where is it? I called it MarketerM8. Here you go. So I needed a landing page for some YouTube advertising we're testing now. Yeah. So I called it MarketerM8 YouTube. So you see here, this funnel's only got 2 steps. Yeah. There's a form on here. When you submit the form, they go to the thank you page. Okay. So I'll click on it. So edit this. So I'll go to edit this. You see, I've connected up to the domain marketerm8.com. I've connected that. You click on edit. So say the starting point with AI, but then I had to invest a lot of my time to get it how I wanted it to look. It pulled in generic images. It used a copy that I'd written the copy I'd written in ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, I worked on the copy and had ChatGPT create a whole prompt to create the funnel pages. But I say even then it was only sort of part baked. I had to spend a lot of time then to create it to look like this. Yeah. So there's see, I've got testimonials in there. So I put this in. It didn't think to do that. The AI, I put that in for it. Yeah, I put that. So say I put a lot of time into this. There's a form there. When you fill that form in, they go to the second page in the funnel. Yeah. When you go to the website, this is what it looks like. So like Steve mentioned before, I've got a menu on here, but that's only a menu within this page itself. So it's just going to take you to the FAQs. To be fair, the AI did actually come up with these FAQs. Yeah, about it's taking so it's just taking you to within the page, is navigation.
So how does that actually work? Where it shunts you down to the relevant section?
I'll show you that trick now, Steve. Yep. So any free access. It's just yeah. So anything else to show you on here? That's some. As I say, I'd say that the AI gave me say 20% of this. The rest I had to put on. Yeah, so the AI is so good at the moment, anyway. Yeah, so to move people around the page like this, and you go back to the home, it'll take you to the top. Should do. Yeah, there you go. So this is the page here, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, just like a website, I've got the navigation. That's the navigation bar. You see, I've got the navigation menu here. I want it to go to the about page. I'm just going to that section of the. I'm just going to that section of the page. Okay, how do I get that? How do I get that? How do I get that detail to put in there? So it's just go to a website URL, and it's just obviously a section within the page. But how do I know where to point it? What you do, you navigate to here. Say I want to go to the About Us page. That there, yeah. I choose an element on there. I click on that, or the element or that whole column, and then you go to here. You see styles. It gives me the CSS selector. So I just copy that. If that moves out of my way, well, it's not going to play today. But I can copy that little code there, and that is the location in the CSS code for that particular element. I take that, and I come back up to the menu, navigation, click on there, go to general, about section, and just paste it in there, save it, and then you created a navigation within the page.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
So again, so once I've created that page, then the last step was to then go and create the mobile to tweak the mobile version. So it looks like that. Yeah, because you'll find your spacings are all different. You know, there might be whole gaps between these on the desktop version that appear on the mobile, and you're just looking to clean all that up. And say, but you see, each of these sections here should be. You see, this whole section is dedicated just to the mobile version. So in this website, there's two versions of this section. There's a version you've seen here, and the version on the desktop version, which are independently edited. Huh. Is that any questions, guys? I've been talking for an hour here.
Nothing in the chat.
Nothing in the chat there yet. Jeremy and Steve, you've been interactive today. Any other questions?
No, I'm quite. Yeah, I've understood it.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm getting better at it then.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of having a go, isn't it?
It's a case of practice makes perfect on this, I'm afraid. It's just having go and playing. When you're just starting out, every time you go to edit it, your funnel or your website, yeah, just create a clone of it straight before you do any work. Create a clone of it, so you know that if you make any, if it goes disastrously wrong with the sections all get mixed up or whatever, you can revert back to your original. And you also you can go back through the versions here as well. Yeah, but again, for safety, as you're learning, just create a clone of the whole website before you start any work on the day, and then you've got a backup for that day. Yeah, definitely.
I have got a question for you actually. Blogs. If you want to add a blog, I know on sites there's a section called blogs.
Yeah.
Does that actually sit within, say, a website you've created, or is it a separate?
That's good question, Steve. Yeah, so that's actually a separate section. So if you come up to here, yeah. So
is that still good for SEO and things like that?
Yeah, and it's getting better and better. Yeah, I see the updates coming through on a daily basis, and they're talking about SEO, aren't they, Atticus? And the metadata, improving it all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, we see here. We go to here. Where is it? This is a blog here. Yeah. So you click on here, and you'll see the blog.
Yeah.
And it just added search functionality, haven't they, Atticus? Here.
Yeah.
You tell me the other day. So again, I quite like the search functionality, putting it on, because I tend to find that I use it. The only person that uses it is me. Yeah. On my website here, it's hidden. Yeah, the search bar there. The only person that uses it is me. When I want to look at one of my previous blog posts, all my hints and tips when I recall something, I search for it there. So it's like my personal library that. But here's the blog. Okay, so on the actual page we design, we just insert a blog section, yeah, and we link it to a blog, and that blog lives outside. If you go back here, I'll show you on ours. See blog. See, it's a separate section here called blogs. Yeah, there's our MarketerM8 blog. So on the actual website, we're just inserting an element called blog, and it pulls in whichever blog we point it to. In this case, we've only got the one here. We click on here. You can see all Atticus's work here, all the blog posts. I add stuff in as well there. And you can go, and this is one I added here. You've not been adding anything recently, Atticus. You're a bit lacking there.
Hello.
Quick appraisal.
I think he's tired of you talking to your AI all weekend.
I can now write 3 blog posts almost at the same time with ChatGPT. ChatGPT takes the whole of a level, especially when you start linking all your blog posts together. From the SEO point of view, yeah. That's I can do a whole workshop on that. If you click on this one here to edit.
But you can't use SEO to write your blog, can you?
We use blog. Well, you could go to ChatGPT. Oh, you started me off here, Jeremy.
Sorry, no, you can't use ChatGPT to write your blog.
You can.
Why not?
I read one of your articles. I actually read your blog, and it said
you
can get it to write the outlines, but otherwise it ruins your SEO.
Yeah, I would use ChatGPT to do the research. So you might ask ChatGPT, what are the highest ranking key phrases in this particular topic? Build those into my let's have a chat now and write the article, and then I'll be injecting my thoughts, my ideas into that article, so it's unique then. And then it's working as an assistant rather than just saying, write me an article. It creates it, I copy it and paste it in. That's wrong. That will work these days. If you click on update post here, you'll see one.
I think I read your article or I listened to you once.
So there's I thought I'd done more than that. So, but yeah, you can build the pages in there. I mean, must have been my forte is on the WordPress website. Atticus tends to focus on this one. But yeah. So hi, Jeremy.
The actual blog site that lives outside of here, doesn't it?
Well, it lives outside of your website. It's a separate section, yeah.
But it's on a subdomain, isn't it, from your main website? So it's got to have some SEO value there.
Well, it's embedded on. It's embedded.
Yeah. So click on the blog, and then if you press go back, we've made it look like it's on the website, but it's actually a separate subdomain, like you say.
So you scroll
So it's encoded into the actual website itself, like a bit like an iframe, but not an iframe.
yeah, if you
Yeah,
scroll
it's all in there, yeah. And I say it's getting better and better all the time. I still prefer WordPress, but we got both running. The WordPress I think gets better SEO at the moment, but there again, that website's been around 20 years, so it's got a bit more of a history there. Is that okay, guys? We've just done a full hour now, so we're on target here. Any more questions from anybody? I see Jeremy's popped up on video now. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi. Sorry, I had to go and do something halfway through the thing, and I did want to. Sorry, one thing about your thank yous. What because we don't have our actual website, our main website inside GoHighLevel, we have it, our historic website. We actually created thank you pages on the website. So when we do the funnels and you do the thank you, we re-trigger to that website. So you get the sort of like double SEO out of it,
Yeah,
which is quite useful.
yeah, good idea. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it also helps because you can send back pixels with it.
What are we covering next week, Atticus? What sort of topic?
social media planner and reputation management.
Okay, Atticus's favourite there, the social media planner. And the reputation management, where we look again, we saw the video testimonials earlier, Jeremy. That's all part of that module there. Thank you for joining this week's workshop on building websites and funnels in HighLevel. In a moment, you should see a QR code. They're there. If you've got any questions, please feel free to book a quick discovery call with us. And also on there, you can book on to the next live workshops. We'll see you there.